I am heading out to Red River Gorge to experience the fall colors at what may be their peak. I'm so excited. Beautiful place, gonna be even more beautiful. It is gonna be cold, and I haven't officially van camped in Red River Gorge before. So we're gonna figure some things out along the way, but I'm sure it's gonna be an amazing time. Got my permit to camp overnight, only $5, easy as pie. Now to find a campsite. I read on freecampsites.net that there are pull-offs along Tunnel Ridge Road. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking, did these people stay in trailhead parking lots? I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, first, oh my goodness, so colorful. I'm so glad that the sky cleared up because the blueness of the sky just brings out the reds and yellows, and it's just amazing. Second of all, though, the place that was marked on freecampsites.net is this parking lot, which says specifically no camping. I think maybe staying in a vehicle would be really okay. But I was thinking of setting up chairs, cooking dinner later, having a beer maybe, but that doesn't look like this is the right place for it. So I'm thinking there's no place in Red River Gorge like what I'm picturing, where you just pull off the side of the road and it's a little nook for you because it's a national forest. Sometimes they have those. I haven't seen any of them, those kinds of campsites here. So let's just drive around more and investigate. It's after 3 right now, so sun's not going down anytime soon. Real quick before a car comes behind me, it looks like there are these pull-offs where there's 5 parking spots and a vault toilet. I could stay in one of those, but at the same time, what if another car wants to come and park there overnight, then it really wouldn't be a spot to myself. So I'll keep looking. Maybe I'll go back though, because I don't think it's gonna get much better than that, I pulled off to one of those parking lots like I described before, and I just want to see what it's like. I want to venture back here. The air is so crisp and damp and fall smelling. The trees are so colorful. Oh, this is perfect timing for me to come here when the trees are just like this. How amazing. We got a bathroom. And then we got this. So, oh look. You can walk to a campsite if you want. If you want a tent camp. Little interpretive sign about tar burners. A tar kiln stood here in the 1800s. The the idea of staying at one of these has definitely grown on me, so I'm gonna go to one I passed up that was near an overlook. So wouldn't it be cool if in the morning I like have my coffee and I can walk to the overlook and it's like all foggy? Sometimes it does that in Red River Gorge. We'll see if we get lucky, but even if not, you know, just like waking up and seeing a beautiful view, that's gonna be awesome too. I love this place so much. To be honest, like sometimes before I go on a trip like this, I'm like, you know, I don't really feel like packing up. Don't really feel like making effort. But then you get out here and it's like, man, makes me feel like myself again. Equally gorgeous as the last place. I did remember though that it's daylight savings, and that doesn't just mean you get to sleep for an extra hour in the morning, but the sunset is also much earlier. So I don't have as much time as I thought in the daylight, but you know, we'll make it work. I'll do what I can with what I have. I brought my drone down here with me because this is such a gorgeous canyon. I would love to see it better, but I can hear people, you know, on some trail somewhere around here. So I'm like, if I can hear them just talking, they're going to hear my drone, and that's going to, you know, not be very fun for them. People hate drone noises, and you know, I don't really blame them. We're not going to get to see an aerial view right now, but I can stand on this wall. People threw trash down on the other side. Isn't that rude? Man, isn't that so gorgeous? Now I need to go back to the campsite and try out a new trail cam that I got. I wanted to set it up while I had the daylight so I could see what I was doing exactly. I'm really excited about this. So, a company reached out to me a while back called Gorge Pro, and they were like, hey, we make trail cams, would you be interested in putting one in your video? And I was like, yes, I've always been curious what's outside my van or my tent in the nighttime. You know, when I was living in my van, I wasn't in Grand Canyon National Park, but I was near the Grand Canyon, and I swear that a mountain lion walked outside of my van. I don't know how I came to that specific conclusion, but I was like, I know that's a mountain lion. Now I can finally solve the mystery, what's outside my tent in my van at night. I asked them, I really want something with a good picture quality. They said we recommend the E8 2.0 Pro. It has a really good camera lens. It can film in up to 4K. It doesn't have the light that might come on. Some cameras might have a light turn on so you can see better, but with this, the sensor is so good, it doesn't need an extra light to come on. You can still see. There's an app that can connect your phone to it. So let's say I was, you know, camping by the Grand Canyon. I hear something. Well, what's that outside? Oh, let me just open up the app and I can see in real time what's out there. They also were very generous and sent me a solar panel. So let's say someday I have my own property out in the woods somewhere and I'm like, I wonder what animals are walking around. You can set it up so the solar panel is constantly powering the trail cam, so you don't have to worry about wires or charging it or anything. So let's go set this bad boy up. If you were an animal, where would you be? Maybe sniffing around the trash cans. Now here's the next question. Should I point it towards the woods where there might be more animals just walking around willy-nilly? Or do I point it towards the trash can like I originally thought, because they might, you know, come up and try to sniff the trash? Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna put it on this tree right here because it's in a very wide part of the campsite. So animals might, have plenty of room to sniff or to walk around in. If they're headed to the trash can, they'll pass by here. But if they're just wandering through the woods, they're not necessarily headed that way. It's still a big enough area where I hope I can catch them. This is so fun. This is the solar panel and all the cool stuff for mounting that. But because I'm only here for one night, I already charged it up, so I know there will be enough power to it. The sun's gone down. Well, the sun's not going to reach here anymore anyway, so it wouldn't be a great source of power. So I am just going to not add that to it tonight. But if I was going to use this for a long time use, that would just be so handy. Got it set up. Just blends right in, doesn't it? I'm so excited to see what animals I capture tonight. And if you are interested in this at all, there is a Black Friday sale going on. I have a link for you with a discount. So I'll put all that stuff, all that info in the description. But other than that, I'm just so thankful to Gorge Pro and really excited to try this out. Now that that's taken care of and I got a little more bundled up, there's like an hour till it gets dark. So I think I will set up my nice hammock chair and just relax and, look at the trees, look at the colors until it's dark. I am very, very lucky because I brought some soup to heat up tonight. It was pumpkin maple, so I was like, yay, fall festivities. But even better than that, my parents were like, hey, it's on us, get yourself some pizza at Miguel's, because this is like a staple of going to the Gorge, for us at least. And I would normally cook because that's just more practical, but they were like, they treated me, and so I'm so thankful for that. And that's great because that's somewhere I can go and be inside, be warm, and like have something to do other than just sit inside my dark van. And until then, some little rest and relaxation time. Some forest bathing. Ran back to the car because this moment needs some sort of snack, water. Can't really drink beer and go drive to Miguel's here in a minute. Plus, there might be rules about no alcohol, and I just don't want to risk it. So, also having some cookies. Oh man, I thought there were 2 in here, but there's just 1. So that's kind of a bummer, but better than 0. There is a road right there because that's where the lookout is. In retrospect, I kind of wish I had picked a different place just because, every time, especially when I was setting up the trail cam, every time I would hear gravel, I'd be like, oh, someone's coming and I'm going to have to share a campsite. But it's just them on the road. I don't know if that's going to bother me at night. Hopefully not, though. Spent some time just hanging out, and before I knew it, it's already dark. So I'm about to head to Miguel's. It's about 15 minutes from here, not bad at all. Miguel's is really cool because it's a climbing, it's a campground specifically for rock climbers. And their pizza is just like, you can put all sorts of crazy stuff on it. The thing is, I'm just like, what if everyone has the same idea as me and everyone is trying to hang out inside and I might not even be able to sit down? Like, if there's only outdoor seating, like, I don't know, that wouldn't fit in my plan. but you know, we'll just see how it goes. Either way, gonna have some delicious pizza.
Your destination is on the left.
That was so awesome. I got some good food. I got to be warm. I stayed there over an hour, I'm sure, but now I'm going to turn my heat up, get this place as warm as I can on the drive home, then put my window covers up as fast as possible, and hope to be warm tonight. Gosh. Now I'm snug as a bug. I was trying to connect to my trail cam, but it's like over 50 feet away, so that may not happen. Next time I would set it up closer to here so I could connect, because I'm just curious, you know, if it's picked up anything so far. But that'll just be a more fun surprise for the morning. I'm probably gonna hang out, just be on my phone for a little bit. Yeah, just kind of a cozy night in. After completely losing track of time, I need to brush my teeth and go to bed. I'm back to brushing my teeth by pouring water into this basin. Wouldn't that be funny if I was like, oh, time to brush my teeth? Pour water on my toothbrush, and you all were like, did she just pour water on her lap? I definitely don't miss this part of living in a van. Sometimes in my apartment, I think, man, it is so nice to be brushing my teeth an actual sink today. And the best part is, I'm really not that cold. I've been sitting with my sleeping bag over me this whole time, and I had my coat over me for a while too, but now I'm really okay without the coat. I'm pleasantly surprised. Good night. I slept so good. I wasn't cold at night. That was amazing. Woke up, could go to the bathroom right away. So, you know, that's always nice. Right now, I'm on my way to see the moment of truth. Did my trail cam capture anything? Were there any animals out here last night? I guess some places out in nature are more active with animals than others. I'm a little bummed, but oh well, it was just an experiment anyway. And it was fun, you know? It's like fishing, where you just put something out there, see if you can get anything. I am impressed with the trail cam though. It's only at 72% battery, so it didn't take up much battery at all to be on all night long. Now, time to clear some room and make some coffee. My favorite part of staying in my van. Well, here's the bad news. I took everything for this trip, including what I was going to make for dinner and everything, in an insulated lunchbox with a frozen water bottle to use as a, like an ice pack. But here's the lunchbox. Here's the milk I brought for my coffee. Oh, see, Miguel sticker. See how I love that place? Anyway, this milk, it's a little cool, I'd say, but it's making me nervous. The water bottle, it still has ice in it. The beer, yeah, that's cool. Doesn't feel like it's out of a refrigerator. Moment of truth, the smell test. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad. Well, I guess the difference between foodborne pathogens and milk already spoiling is different. It's cool. It's definitely not room temperature. I don't know what to do. Obviously, if it was room temperature, I wouldn't drink it, but it is cool. I'm gonna look up more. Okay, Google said to not leave out milk for longer than 2 hours above 40 degrees. It was in the 40s last night, plus it was next to that frozen water bottle and cold beer, so I guess I'm gonna try it. Like, I really think it's okay, because it was cool. It was kept cold. Okay, I guess I shouldn't risk it. I don't want to get sick. Although the little sip that I tried, is that enough to make me sick? Well, I guess that might have been dumb, trying that little sip, but live and learn, and let's just hope. And now I get to enjoy my black coffee, which is really hot. I think that's the main thing I like about putting milk in coffee, is it cools it down so much. Well, let's explore the campsite while we're just hanging. Also, in the spirit of food safety, last night I didn't finish my pizza. I was saving it. It was corn and cilantro, which I would never put on a pizza I was making for myself. But at Miguel's, you know, when in Rome, the corn makes it sweet and the cilantro just has a really good flavor to it. But anyway, because I'm trying to be extra food safe today, I'm not going to eat it. Even though, this is my trash, by the way, even though pizza is like the most durable food there is, you know? You can order pizza, leave it in the box, in your dorm room, overnight, eat it the next day. Quick breakfast before you go to class. Those were the days, huh? Now that I've brushed my teeth and got myself a little more organized, I'm going to try to fly my drone again. Because it's a Monday morning, I'm hoping there will be less people that I'll potentially disturb. I did look it up, and there is drone flying within, you know, don't go over 400 feet, don't get crazy, don't chase wildlife with it. That is allowed in Danny Boone National Forest. So I'm going to try again. I think the shot will definitely be amazing if I can get it. Oh my gosh! How awesome was that? There's just nothing better than trees changing in the fall, and I really lucked out come here right at the right time. This is just beautiful. Thank you so much for coming along. Really appreciate people watching these videos. So thank you, and hope to see you again soon.